about there. And they race. Boston Strike comes out well, so does Miss Softy, goes hard early. Blazers Corporal comes after them, then Tasha Rama. 5k leg back the inside. Getting ahead of that and around the outside goes Gummy Gumster. They'll be followed back in the race here by Corborn Melky. Worth a crack. Up to the corner they come. Boston Strike whips around Miss Softy. And Boston Strike scores on debut from Miss Softy. Just third 5k leg, getting home strongly. Just ahead of Blazers Corporal, who was fourth, then Corborn Melky. Gummy Gumster out wide, lost his chance around the corner. Worth a crack, and Tasha Rama the last pair. And racing, Smash Allegro bounds well, and so too does Allegro Max. Boston Lass getting into its work as well with members only. They'll be followed around the corner then by Portobello Patsy. CHG's got back. Tamari Styles got checked again and is second last. And last of all is Little Profit, and down the back they swing. Smash Allegro in front, giving chases Brother Allegro Max about 3 lengths away. About 4 lengths behind these runners then we've got members only. Boston Lass trying to run to that. Further back then to Tamari Styles starting to roll on. CHG further back then Portobello Patsy. Little Profit. Up they come. Smash Allegro scores again. Good run Allegro Max for second. Into third was Boston Lass from members only. Fourth then Tamari Style. Back behind those runners Little Profit, Portobello Patsy and CHG. The bunny just about set. Racing Contemporaneous, a fair break the inside. Getting out well was Taikaria Lass, and Speedy Feet trying to cross them. Speedy Feet and Contemporaneous, they'll share up the speed, and Contemporaneous bumps Speedy Feet out of the way. Dipsy Lala whips up and around the outside. On the inside then to Zemetis. Lass is pushing forward. Further back in the race then to Opawa. Cassidy is dangerously close. Speedy Feet's been shuffled right back through the field. Gucci Rush a long way from them, and now Taikaria Lass is last. Across the top comes Contemporaneous. Hot on its heels here we've got Taikaria Lass, we've got Zemetis Lass, and here's Opawa Cassidy finishing through the middle. Opawa Cassidy, Zemetis Lass a big run for second, Contemporaneous third. Tight for fourth then, we had either Dipsy Lala or Taikaria Lass, and they would be followed back behind those runners by Speedy Feet, who got walloped at the first bend, and Gucci Rush back at the tail of the field. And racing, a coterie astride, slow getting out quickly there. Just You Wait, bounce to the lead. Charlie's Pal goes hard early, and Waldo Baxter's there too. They'll be followed by Carly Ray Rama around the outside. A coterie starts to push hard the rail. Fireboy Baxter as well back with Kiribati Girl. And back last is Boomerang Man as they swing into the straight. Just You Wait out wide. Waldo Baxter comes hard. Waldo Baxter from Just You Wait. Third over then Charlie's Pal. A coterie was fourth then Fireboy Baxter, Kiribati Girl. Further back in the race to Boomerang Man and Carly Ray Rama. And the racing, My Little Lucifer, a fair break, and All About Amy gets out well too with I'm a catch between them, and Thrilling Avis 4 wide going to the first bend. Lulu Blue about to get a run through or trying. That's King, gets checked around the corner by All About Amy, who's in a wee bit of bother. Derby Lane runs hard the inside, and right back to last is K Road. Down the back straight goes My Little Lucifer. Hunting hard the inside here would have been I'm a catch. About 3 away to Thrilling Avis starting to wind up. All About Amy's got going again. Further back then to That's King. Lulu Blue, Derby Lane's drifted, and K Road up to the corner they come. My Little Lucifer about to be gathered up by 3 running over. Thrilling over wins it, tight second and third. I'm a Catch dive the inside, I think might have got My Little Lucifer, who will be third. Then All About Amy. Further back then to That's King, Derby Lane. K-Road and Lulu Blues dropped out again. Racing Blue Senior fair break today. Show 'em Baby goes hard early. Blue Senior crosses Show 'em Baby in. Strides clear. Followed through the inside then by Go With It. Round the outside to She's a Fallen. Missy Sloy. Opawa Gift. Alamein Duke. No Chance. And North Fantas Fever. Blue Senior away for the prize. Battle for the minors here. Show 'em Baby a clear second. Driving to third. Opawa Gift. Fourth was tight, but probably Alamein Duke driving hard the inside of She's a Fallen. And back behind those runners then we had Missy Sloy. Ahead of that was Go With It. And Fantas Fever was the last one in. Racing always welcome out well and all. Red Crystal went down on her nose and tries to recover. She's going to run to second at the first bend, and Algeta up and around the outside of Wallace Ladd, who sneaks between runners. Some attention settles midfield. Matisse with Crushed Monkey, and back last Space Race. Down the back goes Always Welcome by two. Red Crystal trying to chase her down. Three back then to Wallace Ladd. Algeta back and forth. Further back then to Some Attention. Well back to Space Race, and further back then to Crushed Monkey. Matisse has dropped off them. Around the corner comes Always Welcome. No problems at all. Screams away. Red Crystal holds down second. Wallace Ladd third, then Algeta. Fourth to go by was Some Attention, then Space Race. And the last pair, Crushed Monkey and Matisse. Always welcome. Racing What's Up G, a fair break. Blue and Curly's missed it today. Check the Mail's in trouble early too, and Queen Rowdy leads them to the first bend. Queen Rowdy gets round first. What's Up G on its tail, and Blue and Curly boots up to third. They'd be followed then by Buster Boy. Over on the outside to 10.1. Check the Mail around the outside. Running hard the inside there would have been Mariah, and back last of all is Sunday Driver. Across the top they come. What's Up G is comfortably clear. Well, Queen Rowdy's running a race. Here's Blue and Curly around the outside of What's Up G, and coming late would have been Check the Mail. Blue and Curly outdoes What's Up G. Check the Mail third. Fourth to go by would have been Mariah. Then we had 10.1. Behind those greyhounds then was Queen Rowdy, dropped out but ran a big race. Sunday Driver well back, and Buster Boy dropped out to last. Racing Shake 'em Up gets out pretty well, and firing out too was Kinetic Rio. In behind them then to Jill Sprite. Thrill on the inside to Smirnoff Cosmic Choice. And last of all is Big Time Chip. Across the top they come. Shake 'em Up and around the outside here of Kinetic Rio. Jill Sprite back and behind them, and further back then to Smirnoff. Shake 'em Up drives clear. Kinetic Rio second. Third to go by then would have been Jill Sprite. Behind those then to Smirnoff and Cosmic Choice. And the last one to go by, Big Time Chip. Racing, really clever, hops out well the outside, and Mercenary goes hard early, might beat it to the first bend. Mammy Brown's nice and handy tonight. Speedy Kazza getting into the Act 2. Flushes out wide though, Opawa Wally going round that first bend, trying to get a run between runners. Would have been hello as they scream down the back. We'll go back to the top here because Really Clever's out by 5. Mammy Brown's got to second. Hello gets to third, then Mercenary back to fourth. Then Way Too Crude is starting to gun home. Further back in the race then we've got the Speedy Kazza who's dropped out of it with Gus well back to it. Opawa Wally, Really Clever will see it through, beats Mammy Brown. Hello home third, Way Too Crude fourth. Speedy Kazza next to go by, then Gus, Mercenary, and last to go by Opawa Wally. Racing, she's top notch. A fair break getting out quickly. There was Rebel City going hard early up and around the outside. Here we've got Chokti Ellis trying to hit them off and does so. Shagga Banga Bang trying to squeeze through with She's Top Notch, then Rebel City. Back in the race then we've got Ever So Hopeful the inside of Lost in Light. Boston blazes out the back and so too Jumpin' Sally. Down comes Chokti Ellison, scores from Shagga Banga Bang. They'll be followed by She's Top Notch, then Rebel City. Behind those runners then we had Lost in Light. Ever So Hopeful behind them. And well back in the piece then we would have had Jumpin' Sally and Boston Blaze, the favourite at the back of the field. And racing, pop some tags and Sir Richie, a fair break. Dolly Peg was the slowest to go, driving hard early. Would have been Exponential Lily. Here's pop some tags up and around the outside. Thrill on the inside then to B Rabbit. They'll be followed through then by Botany Pete behind these runners. Run Lacey, run the inside. Sir Richie's got well back with Dolly Peg and also Super Rooster. Pop some tags has just got there. Exponential Lily win a very bold race. Third to go by was B Rabbit, and they'll be followed in then by Run Lacey Run. Dolly Peg was back behind those runners. And further back in the race then we would have had Botany Pete if I didn't call it. Super Rooster was well back when they crossed as well.